it takes an average mathematician maybe some 7 years or 8 years after high school to actually learn enough mathematics to be able to acquire enough background to be able to understand this. You understand? You understand that?
Yes.
Therefore, you need to make up for those 7, 8 years. Okay, by looking at this over and over and over, but God also presented it since it's God Almighty's grand unified theorem, and since God has defining every solution has come, a solution to every problem has coming from one invariant. It means once you've solved one invariant, you've solved all invariants. So all you need really is to be able to understand why 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. And you'll be able to understand, fundamentally why this is a solution to a problem, because it is an invariant, J2J. Do y'all understand? Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so therefore, the abstract says God Almighty's grand unified theorem, which infallibly prove that all theorems, that is, all theorems or theorem equation representing the solution to every problem. That's what all theorems means, because a correct solution to a problem, well-posed problem, must be a theorem. So in some certain cases, you just shorten the thing by saying all theorems, okay? And all equations originate out of one invariant, Gi, having orthogonal components, Gij, with divergence, Gij, comma J equal to 0, has revealed and proven the GAGUT invariant, a G2J, given by eta sub 0, natural log of 2, plus natural log of u of eta sub 0, e to power I multiplied by 2j plus 1 pi. That's the diagotical and hence a God solution to Riemann hypothesis. Because GAGUT is God. Y'all understand that logic? Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You understand? You will remember that equation. You touch it. You let it touch your soul. You're going to remember. It's going to be in your memory. It's going to be in your psyche. Okay? As a God solution to the Riemann hypothesis, where G2J eta sub 0 is given by is equal to 0. That's what makes it an invariant, meaning it comes from God. That's what 0 means. I have mentioned that a few times, how 0 is the common invariant, common thing for every truth. In the sense that 2 plus 1 minus 3 is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 only because it comes from God in terms of 2 plus 1 minus 3 is 0. That means it comes from God. Now, if it wasn't a solution, you will never get 0. You will never get a 0. Now, this is what is supposed to be taught right from elementary school right now as part of GAGUT mathematics and the replacement of the old-fashioned mathematics by GAGUT mathematics. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you present the GAGUTical form, meaning instead of saying 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, you say 2 plus 1 minus 3 is equal to 0. And that way you bring God in it. That's number one. Number two, when you say 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, that's only correct because 2 plus 3 minus 5 is equal to 0, meaning again it comes from God. You understand?
Yes.
So what happens is, those two situations appear like they're two different equations, but they are one equation. You just dilating them, you just translating them. You're just translating the equation. So, translation doesn't change it. Therefore, it's the same equation. Change the coordinate systems, that doesn't change the geometry. And so, and that's what God ordered to be the nature of mathematics since 1990. This is what you need to understand. So, in other words, what were called different equations before have all become one equation. That helps a youngster develop a lot of confidence to study mathematics. Can you all see that?
Yes.
To convince the youngster that all he has to understand in mathematics is one equation is an infinite simplification of mathematics for that youngster.